Once upon a time, in a beautiful kingdom filled with green meadows and sparkling streams, there lived a young princess. She was kind and gentle, with golden hair and a smile that could brighten the cloudiest day. The princess loved to play in the palace gardens, especially near an old stone well, where the water was cool and clear. Her favorite toy was a golden ball, which she would toss high into the air and catch, laughing as it sparkled in the sunlight. One warm afternoon, the princess was playing by the well, tossing her golden ball higher and higher. Suddenly, she threw it just a little too hard, and it slipped through her fingers. With a soft splash, the ball fell into the deep, dark water below. The princess gasped and leaned over the edge, but the ball was gone. Tears filled her eyes, and she began to cry softly, wishing she could get her precious toy back. Just then, a small voice croaked from the edge of the well. "Why are you crying, princess?" She looked around and saw a little green frog sitting on a lily pad, watching her with big, curious eyes. "Oh, dear frog," said the princess, wiping her tears. "My golden ball has fallen into the well, and I don't know how to get it back." The frog thought for a moment, then said, "Perhaps I can help you. But if I do, will you promise to be my friend? Will you let me sit beside you, eat from your plate, and play with you in the garden?" The princess hesitated. She didn't really want a frog as a friend, but she wanted her ball back so much that she quickly agreed. Yes, dear frog. If you bring me my ball, I promise I'll be your friend and let you do all those things." The frog smiled and dove into the well with a splash. For a moment, the princess waited anxiously. Then, up popped the frog, holding the golden ball in his mouth. He hopped to the edge and dropped the ball at the princess's feet. "Oh, thank you, cried the princess, picking up her ball and hugging it close. She was so happy that she forgot all about her promise to the frog. She waved goodbye and hurried back to the palace, leaving the frog alone by the well. That evening, as the princess sat at dinner with her father, the king, and the rest of the royal family, there came a gentle knock at the palace door. A servant opened it, and to everyone's surprise, in hopped the little green frog. The frog looked up at the princess and said, "Princess, you promised to be my friend. Please let me join you at the table, just as you said." The princess felt embarrassed and didn't want to let a frog eat with her. She turned away, hoping her father would send the frog away. But the wise king asked, "Did you make this promise, my dear?" The princess nodded sadly. "Yes, father, I did." The king smiled gently. "A promise is a promise, and keeping your word is very important. Trust is built when we do what we say we will do." So, the princess bravely invited the frog to sit beside her. The frog sat on a small cushion and joined the royal family for dinner. He ate from her plate, just as she had promised. The princess tried to be polite, though she still felt a little uncomfortable. After dinner, the frog asked, "Princess, may I play with you in the garden as you promised?" She remembered her words and nodded. Together, they went outside. The frog hopped along the garden path, while the princess tossed her golden ball. At first, she was shy, but soon she found herself laughing at the frog's silly jumps and funny little songs. The more time they spent together, the more the princess realized the frog was clever, kind, and a very good friend. When it was time to go inside, the frog asked, "Princess, may I rest on your pillow tonight, just as you promised?" The princess hesitated, but she remembered her father's words about keeping promises. She gently picked up the frog and carried him to her room, placing him on a soft pillow beside her own. As the moonlight shone through the window, the princess whispered, "Thank you for being my friend, dear frog." She closed her eyes and soon drifted off to sleep. In the middle of the night, a gentle glow filled the room. The princess woke to see the frog sitting quietly on the pillow. Suddenly, a magical light surrounded him, and before her eyes, the frog changed into a handsome young prince. The prince smiled at the princess and said, "You have broken the spell with your kindness, and by keeping your promise, a wicked witch turned me into a frog long ago, and only true friendship and honesty could set me free." The princess was amazed and happy. She and the prince became the best of friends, sharing stories, laughter, and adventures in the garden. The king was proud of his daughter for keeping her word and learning the importance of trust. From that day on, the princess always remembered that promises are meant to be kept, and that true friendship is built on trust and kindness. The prince and princess remained close friends for many years, and the golden ball was never lost again.
Moral of the story: keeping promises builds trust and brings happiness to everyone.
The end.